$0 in the bank account, zero job offers, zero support from anyone. But somehow, she became unstoppable. Wait, how does someone go from sleeping in their car, eating one meal a day, with a dream that was completely shattered, to building an empire worth tens of millions? What you're about to hear will change the way you think about failure forever. Because this isn't just a success story. This is a survival story. This is a resurrection story. And if you're at zero right now, this message is for you. This is the true story of a woman who lost everything. Her dream, destroyed, her savings, gone, her relationships, broken, her reputation, ruined. She was 28 years old, living in her car, with $11.47 to her name. Everyone had given up on her. Her parents stopped answering her calls. Her friends called her delusional. Her ex-partner said she was wasting her life. She applied to 312 jobs in 6 months. Zero callbacks. She sent her ideas to 47 companies. Zero responses. She auditioned, pitched, begged for opportunities. Nothing. But here's what nobody knew. Inside that broken, exhausted, defeated woman was someone unstoppable. And 5 years later, she didn't just succeed, she dominated. Let me take you back to where it all fell apart, before showing you how she built it back stronger. The dream that started it all. Growing up, she had one dream, just one. From age 7, she knew exactly what she wanted to do with her life. While other kids changed their minds every week, she never wavered. She practiced every single day. She studied every chance she got. She sacrificed everything for this dream. Her childhood, spent training. Her teenage years, dedicated to improving. Her early 20s, chasing this one goal, the golden opportunity. At 25, after years of preparation, she finally got her shot. The opportunity, the one she'd been working toward her entire life. A major company, a real contract, her dream coming true. She quit her job, moved to a new city, invested her life savings. For 6 months, everything was perfect. She was finally doing what she loved, making decent money, building her reputation, living her dream. Then it all came crashing down. The catastrophic collapse. The company went bankrupt, overnight. Not only did she lose her job, she lost everything. The contract she had signed. It prevented her from working with competitors for 2 years. Her savings, she'd invested it all in equipment and training. Her apartment, she couldn't afford the rent. In 1 week, she went from rising star to homeless. Rock bottom gets deeper. At 28, this was her reality. Living situation, sleeping in her 2003 Honda Civic. Food budget, $8 per day, mostly ramen and dollar store bread. Shower situation, Planet Fitness membership she could barely afford. Job prospects, zero blacklisted in her industry. But the worst part, the psychological destruction. Her mother called her, crying, "Please just come home. Admit this was a mistake. Get a normal job." Her best friend since childhood, "I can't watch you do this to yourself anymore. I'm out." Her ex-partner, "I told you this dream was stupid. You should have listened." Online forums in her industry, people laughing at her situation. She thought she could make it. LOL. The breaking point night, December 14th, temperature, 31 degrees Fahrenheit. She was parked in a Walmart parking lot, wrapped in a blanket, trying to sleep. Her phone buzzed. Another rejection email. Number 312. "We regret to inform you, ... She looked at her bank account, $11.47. She looked at her calendar, 47 days until her car payment was due, which she couldn't pay. For the first time in her life, she thought about giving up completely. She opened her notes app and typed, "Maybe everyone was right. Maybe I'm just not good enough. Maybe some dreams aren't meant to come true. Maybe I should just ... She couldn't even finish the sentence. Instead, she cried, for hours. But then, at 3:47 a.m., something shifted. The 3 a.m. epiphany. Still sitting in that freezing car, she had a realization. I have nothing left to lose. Nothing. So why am I still playing by their rules? She grabbed her phone and made a list. What I have. Skills nobody can take away. A story people might want to hear. Time, because I have nothing else to do. Nothing to lose, because I already lost everything. What I don't need. Their approval, their job offers, their permission, their validation. She decided, if the industry won't let me in, I'll build my own door. The unconventional plan. The next morning, she did something crazy. She went to the library free Wi-Fi and created a social media account, not to showcase her successes, to document her failure. Her first post, day 1 of living in my car. I lost everything chasing a dream. Everyone says I should quit, but I'm not going to. Here's why, ... She expected maybe 10 views. Maybe her mom would see it and feel bad. It got 47,000 views in 24 hours. Why? It worked. People weren't inspired by polished success stories. They were craving raw, real struggle. Comments flooded in. I'm going through the same thing. Don't give up. Your honesty is refreshing. Following your journey, she realized, my failure is valuable. My struggle can help others. So she kept posting. Day 3, how I eat for $8 a day. Day 7, showering at the gym because I'm homeless. Day 12, applied to 15 jobs today. 0 responses. Here's what I learned, ... Day 18, why I'm still practicing my craft, even though I have no opportunities. The pivot. After 30 days, something incredible happened. She had 250,000 followers, but more importantly, she started getting messages. Can you teach me your skills? I'll pay you to coach me. Would you consult on my project? She suddenly realized, I don't need them to give me opportunities. I can create my own. The first small win. A small company reached out. We saw your content. We can't pay much, but would you help us? But pay $500 for 2 weeks of work. Normally, she would have said no. That's way below industry standard. But she said yes. Why? Because she had nothing. And $500 was $500 more than 0. She worked like her life depended on it, because it did. 16-hour days. Went above and beyond every expectation. Delivered work that was 10x what they paid for. Made herself impossible to ignore. The chain reaction. That small company told another company. That company told another, and another. Within 3 months, she had 5 clients, making $3,000 per month, moved out of her car into a room, building real momentum. But she didn't stop the content. She kept documenting. From my car to my first apartment, hit $5,000 month after living on $8 a day. The client who gave me a chance when nobody else would. Her audience grew to 1.2 million. The breakthrough moment. 2 years after that freezing night in the Walmart parking lot, a major brand reached out. Not just any brand. One of the top companies in her industry. The same type of company that rejected her 312 times. They wanted to partner with her. The deal? $150,000. She read the email 3 times to make sure it was real. Then she cried. But this time, they were tears of victory. The explosion. Once that first major deal happened, everything exploded. Year 3. Multiple 6-figure contracts. 3.5 million followers across platforms. Featured in major publications. Speaking at conferences. Book deal offers. Year 4. Launched her own company. Hired a team of 12 people. Revenue, $2.3 million. Helping others who were where she was. Year 5. Company valued at $8.5 million. Partnerships with dream brands. Award winner in her industry. Changed industry standards. But here's what matters more than the money. ... The real impact. She used her platform to help others in her situation. Created a free program for people starting from 0. Gave away thousands in scholarships. Mentored 200+ people personally. 2. Changed the industry. spoke out against companies that exploit desperate talent, pushed for better contracts and protections, became an advocate for the rejected. 3. Inspire millions. Her story reached 50 countries, featured in documentaries, taught in business schools as a case study. The full circle moment. Year 5. She was invited back to her industry's biggest conference, the same conference where, 6 years earlier, she couldn't even get a ticket. Now, she was the keynote speaker. As she walked on that stage, she saw faces in the audience. People from companies that rejected her. People who laughed at her. People who said she'd never make it. She took a breath and said, 6 years ago, I was sleeping in my car in a Walmart parking lot. Many of you rejected me. Some of you mocked me. A few of you told me to give up. And you know what? Thank you. Thank you for forcing me to build my own path. Thank you for teaching me that I don't need permission to be great. Thank you for showing me that no just means not this way. Because if you had said yes, I would have been just another employee. But you said no, so I became an owner. Your rejection didn't break me. It built me. And to anyone watching this who's been rejected, who's at 0, who thinks they're done, you're not. You're just getting started. 0 isn't the end. 0 is the beginning. The room erupted. Standing ovation. Even from those who rejected her. The current status. Today, she's the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. Influencer inspiring 6+ million people. Investor helping others start their journeys. Author of a best-selling book. Speaker changing lives worldwide. But she still posts, "Remember when I lived in my car? I'll never forget. That version of me is why I keep going." What this story teaches us. Her journey reveals 7 powerful truths. Lesson 1. 0 is a position of power. When you have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. 0 debt of expectation. 0 pressure to conform. 0 reason to play it safe. The people at the top fear losing. People at 0, they're fearless. Lesson 2. Document. Don't wait. She didn't wait until she made it to share her story. She shared her struggle in real time. Your mess is your message. Your test is your testimony. Your pain is your platform. Lesson 3. The door that closed wasn't your door. 312 rejections weren't failures. They were redirections. That industry didn't want her. Fine. She built her OWN industry. Can't get hired. Become unhireable. Become the boss. Lesson 4. Survival mode unlocks superpowers. When you're desperate, you become more creative, more willing to try new things, more authentic, more resilient, more unstoppable. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. Struggle is the forge. Lesson 5. Your worst moment is your best content. The story of her living in a car. That's what connected with millions. Not her wins, her wounds. People don't relate to perfect. They relate to real. Lesson 6. Small wins compound. $500, client gives $3,000 month, gives $150,000 deal, gives $8.5 million company. She didn't jump from 0 to millions. She climbed. Every small step mattered. Every tiny victory counted. Lesson 7. Revenge is success. She didn't go back to those companies and curse them out. She became someone they wanted to work with. The best revenge isn't anger. It's achievement. The hard truth. Was it easy? Hell no. Did she want to quit? Every single day. Were there more dark moments? Hundreds? But she kept going because giving up guarantees failure. Pushing forward gives you a chance. The mirror moment. Right now, someone watching this is at their 0. Maybe you're in your car. Maybe you just got rejected again. Maybe everyone's telling you to quit. Maybe you're wondering if you have what it takes. Let me tell you something. You do. The real question. The question isn't, can you succeed? The question is, will you keep going when everything says stop? Because that's the difference. Not talent, not luck, not connections. Persistence when it makes no sense to persist. Your unstoppable moment. From 0 to unstoppable isn't a jump. It's a journey, and it starts with one decision. I'm not done yet. The final call. If this story moved you, do 3 things. 1. Like. This video lets show YouTube that comeback stories matter. 2. Subscribe. I'm bringing you one life-changing story every single week. 3. Comment. I'm unstoppable. Let's build an army of people who refuse to quit your broken dream. It's not broken, it's being rebuilt into something stronger. From zero to unstoppable. That's not just her story. That's your story too. Now go write it